ICT 355-555 Module 3 Review by Cami Peterson. What we're going to cover here is a Module 3 recap on Chapter 3 for Systems Planning, which was the Managing System Projects, quick quiz and discussion update, your group project work update, and Module 4, What to Expect. So just some instructor thoughts for Chapter 3 review. This chapter was all about project management. And as you learned in the chapter, project management really revolves around a triangle or a triple constraint, where you're managing cost, scope, and time, and all three of those things need to be in balance. One of the most powerful things that you can take away from this is this statement, and it comes right from the book. A successful project must be completed on time, within budget, and deliver a quality product that satisfies users and meets requirements. Honestly, this statement reminds me of why I love agile techniques, aka the sprint development, which we're having you do within your group project. Being able to incrementally analyze, design, and create and actually implement a system is very powerful because you don't have to follow the waterfall process of having to know everything that needs to be done to go to the next step, and then you run into those issues where you forgot a requirement. With the sprint development, it really helps you chunk out the system to be able to build upon each thing that you've built in order to get to that end goal. There are so many tools, as you read about in Chapter 3, for project management. There's Microsoft Project, there's Gantt charts, there's the PERT charts, there's a lot of different things. One of the things that I learned in my career, I've been a project manager for systems for a very long time, non-system and system projects. And having to do that work breakdown structure, it's a really great activity not only for you as a project manager, but also for the teams. It really helps you break down the work into digestible pieces. It also helps you determine which steps need to be done prior to a next one, defining those dependent tasks, those predecessor tasks, all of those items that need to happen either simultaneously or one before the other. That work breakdown structure is one of the items I highly stress that you don't skip when you're doing project management. This chapter, though it covered a lot of information, one chapter really doesn't do it justice. Just know that there are courses available at UW Stout in project management. I was actually fortunate when I was going through my bachelor's degree at UW Stout to take a project management course, and it really dives into each one of these tools in much greater detail. My last thoughts on project management are, it really is about not only planning, it's the scheduling, it's the monitoring of the progress, it's making sure that you're staying within cost, scope, and time. It's coordinating the project team's workload. It's doing risk management. It's identifying that critical path. What are the things that absolutely must be done in order to stay on target for your estimated end date? And there are a lot of different tools that can be utilized. Some of the main skills of a project manager, you really do need to be perceptive and analytical, very well organized, and a good communicator because you do have to keep a lot of people on task. So those are just some of my thoughts on project management. There's, like I mentioned, there's a lot of tools. I've seen some of the groups already utilizing some of those tools. They put Gantt charts, using the task tool within the SharePoint to track all of their different deliverables. There's many different ways that you can utilize the project management items that you've learned about in this chapter. A couple other things about Module 3 for the quizzes, just FYI to everybody. We are using the quiz question bank that comes with the textbook. Some of the questions we're finding are incorrect. So I have been going through everybody's quizzes, the highest attempt that you've submitted, and correcting those and giving you points back for those questions that are incorrect, and we are correcting those for the course going forward. So if you do find questions that you believe are incorrect, please continue to submit those to me and I will make sure that we get those corrected in our quiz question bank. Discussions, just a reminder, ensure you are following the discussion rules in order to receive the full or bonus points that are available. For group stuff, I have provided feedback to all of the different groups for Project Interval 2. Grades can be found on your group SharePoint site under the Cami's feedback section. A reminder that if you do receive a fail grade and you have made an effort on the interval, you do have until the end of this next module to resubmit any revisions for that project interval based on the feedback provided to you, and your group must let me know when it's ready for re-review to do another assessment on your grade. I've also completed the re-reviews for Project Interval 1. unless I've specifically reached out to your group to ask some additional questions. I also did send an email to each of the different groups to let them know when things were ready for them. What's upcoming in Module 4? So we will be getting into systems analysis. There are 3 chapters worth of reading here for requirements modeling, data and process modeling, and object modeling. These are all tools and techniques that you will most likely utilize in your group project for the systems analysis interval that's coming up. You will have a quiz, a discussion, and you will also have the CRM Salesforce Trailhead. You'll also be working on your interval 3 for your group project for systems analysis. Again, with the group Skypes, minimum of 2 for this module. And again, feel free to submit early if you are complete and you want to get feedback early, just let me know. And again, just some reminders. I did add a different one in here this time. Just a reminder that it is important to read the textbook and relate it to your group project business case. I cannot stress how well this book is written. I've been in this field for a long time. This is one of the textbooks that I really enjoy because it really does outline all of the different phases and tools and techniques that go along with the software development lifecycle. And again, please do not wait until the last day of the module to start your work. Questions submitted on the last day of the work may not be answered the same day, and your assignment may be late. So that's it for my feedback for this module. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and we will talk with you soon.